legian, planning to walk from here to Seminyak, possibly 2 hours or 3 hours, but we'll just see how it goes. Got back to legian, when was it? Yesterday afternoon. I missed the rain. Luckily, went to Ubud. I did plan to do a live stream from Sanur, but I thought I'd just enjoy my time there. And I've made plenty of videos, so we'll see how we go today. So apologies for not doing a live stream in Sanur. So I'm just going to have a coffee and then we'll go for a walk and talk and engage with the locals. It is 7:30 here at the moment, so yeah, it's a good time to go for a walk when you are here. It does get pretty hot pretty quickly, but I do love the heat. It makes me feel good. I hope everyone's good. I'm going very well. So yeah, we're just outside the Mercury Hotel. But yeah, I stayed in a really nice place in Ubud, and yeah, it was really good. We charged like the batteries. Then went to Sanur, however you pronounce it. Yeah, and just had a good time there as well. Yeah, stayed there for 3 days. I did try to extend for 4 days, but yeah, the place where I was staying was booked solid, so yeah, I hate to unpack and repack again, you know. So what do you do, eh? I'm not exactly sure who's streaming at the moment. I know Sunday morning's pretty popular with a couple of people, but hopefully we can spread the positive message today with no drama, obviously. I'm not here for any drama. I'm here to spread positivity, love and joy. There's no point in life to have hate in one's heart. So I've got myself a coffee here. So hopefully the internet is good. Like the internet was good up in Ubud, I found, but it's a bit hit and miss around the local parts here. I don't know why, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, like, the volume's going okay. I've just got the plug-in microphone. I still haven't fixed up the Rode Wireless, so yeah, it is quite annoying not having the Rode Wireless. But with the plug-in microphone, I don't really have to chuck the charger in as such. So what I'll do is I'll enjoy this coffee and then we'll go for a walk. But I hope everyone is well, because I'm doing extremely well. I take each day as it comes, especially when you are travelling. It pays to relax, chill out, and because certain things do pop up from time to time. But yeah, it was like my mum's fourth passing the other day, so I was honestly expecting myself to be quite, what's the word, be a bit down, but I've come to terms with that, and she's in a fantastic place. So what I did is I went and did a really good memorial for her, and I bought a whole bunch of flowers, and I went, like, I was going to go to a river, but I thought, no, we'll go to a beach. and and it was really good things to actually do for like myself, and just to show some respect to my mum, because my mum was the greatest woman I've known, and she taught me many valuable life lessons in life. But enough about that. I am in a very happy place in life, but not everything goes to plan. You know, like you really have to concentrate on yourself and just accept things for what they are. And there's no point being negative in life, because you will get tested from time to time. And so the time is now just coming up to 7:45, so I'll just grab my man bag. I've already been spoken to this morning to say, hello sir, how are you? Can I give you a lift? I hired a scooter since I've been here, and I like to go for a walk in the morning and the evenings, and whenever you're not with your bike, you get asked, oh, would you like a lift, or do you want this and that? But I've learned just to say no, or I just raise the hand up. But I do understand that's how they make money. But it can be a bit annoying from time to time though, so I just have to learn to accept that and just shut my mouth. But I've had a couple of sips, so I'm going to start walking in 30 seconds, I hope. I was going to go down the main strip where all the bars and clubs are, but as you people know, I'm not really into the bars these days, because coming up to my 4th year of non-alcohol, and thank you for those 2 likes. I'll just check if we've got any comments at the moment. Probably not, because I know I get a lot of lurkers, but I do appreciate the chat that does come, and that is good. But I do understand that we do get lurkers waiting for a train wreck. But I can guarantee you there won't be a train wreck. I'm very positive in life. I know who I am. I know who I'm not. And life is a learning experience. And if you don't learn from your mistakes, you're going to keep repeating them. So enough of that. As I said, I'll just put my man bag over my shoulder, and we'll go for our walk and talks. Okay. Alright, so here's the Mercury which I've been under. I've just been sitting here just to collect my thoughts. So just down here, that's one of the main strips, and this is a continuation of that. So I'm planning to walk this way, and we're going to try and attempt to walk down to seminyak, and and we'll see how we go. Like I've tried to do 2 hours, possibly 3 hours, but like my last 2 live streams have been just over 2 hours, I think. So I'm no mathematician. So we'll keep walking. I may have to stop time to time, just to reserve the heart. But as I'm saying, I've really enjoyed my time here in Bali. Like there's been a few a few down moments, but there's been a lot of positive moments, I can say. So at this time of the day, you see a lot of people going to and from work. It is Sunday, so probably no kids going to school. So it's usually quite busy on the weekend. most places are shut, but you do have certain shops that are open at this time of the day. So hopefully we'll engage with some locals and have some chit chat and just roll with the punches. And as I said, it's the perfect time in the day to go for a walk. It does get very hot and humid during the day, which I really enjoy, but you do sweat a lot. I do need to buy myself a sweat rag, but yeah, that's life. And we might see some graffiti on the way. Hopefully today I will release some videos. I'm planning to release a video every day. Like I've got enough there to probably release one for the next 100 days. And talking of graffiti, here is some graffiti here. Yeah, like I've got the GoPro 12 edition and really good, but with the latest update, it cuts your video down to 17 minutes. I don't know if it's a fault on the phone or if it's a fault with the memory card, but very frustrating because I did do a couple of long videos and I hadn't uploaded them due to space on the phone, but I deleted a lot of stuff and I went to upload them yesterday while I had some downtime, and long and behold the videos were split down to 17 minutes and 5 seconds, so I will have to use a external program and join them. But I do know that people do have a short attention span, so I suppose I could like that. But yesterday in Sanur, I woke up very early to catch the sunrise, and it was worth waking up early. Such a beautiful, yeah. I won't say about the internet connections because last time I did a live stream in the city, had nothing but problems. So I guess I should button the lip. Haven't had a shave for a couple of days, so I've got a bit of the old salt and pepper there, you know, so yeah, I prefer to be clean shaven, but yeah, I've got a bit of salt and pepper, you know, I've got some greys there as well, so I am 48, so that's what happens when you get older. You get the salt and pepper. I don't need to dye my hair. But I'm quite comfortable with who I am. That's me. I've probably got some bags under my eyes, but that's life. All right, enough looking at this handsome fellow, I guess. But yeah, back to street life. So now down this stretch of the road, you get a lot of shops which sell stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue this path, and you'll see a lot of traffic. You'll hear a lot of tooting of horns. Majority of the tooting is done by taxis because they'll see you walking or anyone walking. And actually, here's some nice street food here. Very, very good. Yeah, as I was saying about the taxis, like they'll just stop in the middle and like they don't look behind if there's a bike behind or a car, and they'll just stop and ask you, do you want a lift? And you've just parked your bike or whatever you're doing. But yeah, I did plan to do a live stream in Sanur, but as I said, I just chilled out there and recharged like the batteries, which is important to do. And here is some shoes. Very good, very good. And here's some lovely lady dresses, very good. Yeah, I bought myself some new clothing and some shoes as well. So it is good to reward yourself in life. We'll show the exchange rate actually. Actually, I'll quickly duck over the road while there is no traffic, and we'll show the exchange rate at the moment. Yeah, the Aussie dollar tends to fluctuate between 96 and 1 as well, but you know, it's quite good. I've wrapped my head around the Indonesian rupee now. I know the first time I did come out here, yeah, confused the hell out of me, but it is a very simple form. You just look at $1 Australian for every 1,000 Indian rupee. Yeah. I did find in Ubud a lot of scams. It's too many scams to poke a stick at. I went to take some money out at the CIMB bank, and where you put your card in, there was a lot of glue around the shell. So someone may have put a skimming device on there. I did do a short on that just to educate a few people. And these are called a gang. And I won't bust into a gang sign soon. A song by those two Florida boys. And here is a shrine. Now, I haven't been into any temples since I've been here, but I've been into a couple of these shrines. And you do see these shrines all over the place. Now, apparently, there are over 10,000 temples, but I think these are shrines, to be honest. But most homes have a small shrine, and they do these offerings every day. And you know, it could be blessings for their family, it could be blessings for their business or whatever. And also you do see a lot of ceremonies as well. And here's some alcohol prices for those that do drink. I think most people buy a bintang in the local convenience store, and then they go and sit on the step of knowledge, apparently. But yeah, I've cut down my sugar intake as well, because like a lot of sugar syrup and flavouring goes into fruit juices, especially with canned fruit juices. Like there's a lot of sugar content in that. And sugar is like, I do like sugar, but I'm sweet enough. So, and there's plenty of coffee shops around as well, because like Australians love coffee. I assume the English like coffee, Americans love coffee, and yeah. So hopefully this evening I'll release a video. I'm trying to work out whether to do one from the beginning of my trip or from where I am at the moment. But who knows? But I will try and release something today, because I just have to get onto the laptop and just link a few things here and there. And here is some more graffiti. Absolutely love graffiti because it is a form of art. However, some people don't consider this art, but it's up to the eye of the beholder, I guess. Yeah, really good graffiti. This is the graffiti I like. I'm not really into this tagging or throw-ups. That's a good message. Love Bali. And like there still is rubbish on the streets, but it is a lot cleaner than last time I was out here. The drains smell a lot better. I hardly smell anything that's bad. You do come across the odd durian, but compared to my last trip out here, the streets aren't littered with durian, because most hotels ban you from bringing any jury in, because it does stink. Yeah, while I was in Sanur, I come across some really good warongs, which are basically local street food restaurants, and really good high quality food there. I've been to a lot of Western restaurants and had some good food and some bad food as well. But realistically, I've only had 2 meals I didn't enjoy. But apart from that, I have enjoyed the food that I have eaten. And yet again, here is another shrine. A lot of tattoo shops. Yeah, I've got a couple of business ideas which, g'day doggy. Yeah, I've got a couple of business ideas that I'm going to investigate, because I do need to do something with some money. You know, I'm probably best just leaving it in the bank in a term deposit or something. But, you know, it is good to find something to invest in. Actually, this looks like an abandoned building. I have done a couple of abandoned building films. Actually, I got bit by a dog the other day, and you know what? I went and fed some dogs the next day. You know, so it is good to turn the cheek and help them out. But this looks like it's been abandoned for some time. I really love these abandoned buildings. You know, it is good to go in and have a look. But I won't go in here because I could end up having a trip and fall. Yeah, look, that is a good point about graffiti is vandalism. Like, I do agree and I do disagree, because stuff like this can be classed as vandalism, but I'm talking about like the murals. That is an art form, and majority of people do ask permission, but a lot of this stuff, they'll just grab their can in the middle of the night or early in the morning and do some vandalism, as you said. So I do agree and I do disagree. But I know where I come from in South Australia, a lot of graffiti artists, they actually become tattoo artists, or they joined the criminal element. And I used to be a graffiti artist, but I'll leave that there. But I do agree and do disagree. But it can beautify a vacant wall, you know. So something like this, it's not really going to affect the business, because when they come, the roller doors are up and you only see this in the morning or in late at night. So I do exactly know what you're saying. Now back to the street dogs. You do see street dogs, but they tend to leave you alone. However, I did get a bit of a love bite. Like, it didn't pierce the skin, it just gave me a little love tap. So yeah, compared to other countries, I think the dogs here are very docile, and they seem friendly. Like, I've had many dogs come up and have a pat. I know when I was in Chiang Rai, I had many a street dog come up to me and want some love and attention. And yeah. And here's some more graffiti. But once the roller doors are up, you don't see that. Like, I know numerous times if I've been asleep at this time, and then in the afternoon, you hardly see any graffiti. So, yeah. And here is a laundromat. I take my laundry to a laundry place. I found myself a fantastic laundromat, and he makes my clothes smell good, which is very important. And here's some more shops. I do like this crochet, because like my late grandmother, she used to do crochet, very popular in Australia in the 60s, 70s and 80s and possibly 90s. But I have seen a lot of girls wear this type of thing since I've been here, which brings back good memories for me. So it is good to have good memories. Yes, Chiang Rai to me is probably the most friendliest place in the world that I've been to. You know, like I was there, I hardly had any money on me, and people would talk to me, and they didn't ask for a cent. And numerous times I was walking the streets, and out in the middle of nowhere, a local would stop and insist in giving me a lift. I did make a video on one where I did get a bit emotional, but that's me. And there's a dog. And you got plenty of these banks as well. I use a travel card. Hello, buddy. Are you having a lick of my leg? Thank you. And yeah, plenty of tattoo shops. This looks like a Maori name. Yeah, that is a Maori name, and there is Maori Designs. That's me there. How are you? Yeah, I might have to come and check out this shop actually. And there's some more street dogs. Yeah, I went to the monkey forest up in Ubud, but I really didn't have to go because the resort spa I stayed at, there were monkey aplenty between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. outside the front doorstep. And yet again, another coffee shop. So coffee shop, tattoo shops, massage shops, clothes shops, they seem to be the go here. Oh, and also restaurants as well. And more shrines. Like, you will see a lot of shrines on top of buildings. I know at the hotel I stay at now, across from me, like they've got one like this, and then you'll see the ladies come and they'll do their throwing of the water and doing all their blessings for the day, which I find really fascinating. And they do clean up the streets early in the morning to get rid of any muck that is on there. Like, I do wish that they did have more bins floating around, because that's one of my issues, you know. You don't find a bin, but what you can do is walk to like a mini mart or a Circle K or any of those places, and you can find a bin there. Now here is a building being repurposed, I assume. Very good, very good. Now the gimbal's just playing games again with me today. I'm no world's expert, but I do try. All right, we're back in business. And there's some bikinis over there. plenty of loud motorcycles. It is a shame I don't have the Rode Wireless, because it really does muffle out the noise set for my voice, which is good for me. But and here's some hamsters toys. And yet another tattoo shop. Yes, some places do give me that vibe. I do get a Cambodian vibe as well in certain neck of the woods. But g'day, mate, how are you? Yeah, like they'll either call you boss or brother. Yeah, so now I've got many brothers, and I'm also a boss as well now, apparently, but not Barry the Boss. There is only one Barry the Boss. And here is a vacant building here. You do see a lot of this. I did film a couple of abandoned resorts, and there's one that's got minimal damage. It's only been abandoned for 5 years, and they left that due to financial reasons. And I did do, I think, a 13-minute 4K GoPro video in there, and yeah, it was really good. I did seek permission, of course, before going in there, and they said, oh, just watch out for ghosts and cobras. I wasn't worried about the ghosts, because I have the Lord Jesus and God looking after me. Now, but cobras are a different story. But I've come across many snakes in my life. Yeah. But yeah, I do know what you mean. Like with the streets, very, very Thailand style. And I've chatted to a couple of locals who are, I'll say, parking meter inspectors, and they'll demand money off you for parking your bike. And like, there are legit ones now. The Bunja are higher than the police here in Bali. So if you come across the Bunja and they're asking for parking, I would pay them. But the other ones, it's up to you. See, like they'll say 5 or 10,000, and then they say, what do you want to pay? So you either pay nothing, or you just give them 1,000, which is only 5 cents Australian at the end of the day. It's not going to break the bank, but it comes down to the principle as well. Go with your gut feeling. If you think it's a scam, just say no, and they can't do a thing. But the Bunja, give them the money, because you end up in the back of a van, and yeah, no worries. I'll get to that next comment there. Yes, the tattoo shops do get a lot of business. I'm heavily involved in the tattoo industry, and sometimes you may not have a customer, but most of the shops do have repeat clientele, and word of mouth as well. I quite get asked, where did you get your tattoos from? And I inform them, and then they go to those shops. And yeah, but it comes down to another thing with tattoos. Like, there are some cowboy tattoo artists who say they can do this and that, and they don't really do what you want. But it pays, like, especially when it comes to tattoos, you need to do your own investigation, and just check out their work, make sure it is their work and not somebody else's work, because it is quite easy to copy someone's work and claim that as your own. But there is a tailor there. I did buy myself a nice light jacket in Sanu. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong or right, but as you guys know, I do get some things wrong when it comes to grammar, because I do have dyslexia. But I did work in a bank. G'day DWP, how are you? I hope you are going well. I'm doing extremely well. I got back into legian yesterday afternoon, and God blessed me by not raining on me. Like, I did do a stream in Ubud, as you know. I did plan to do one in Sanur, but I just chilled out and enjoyed life, and that's what it's about. But where was I up to? Yeah, so I'll get back to walking. I'm just looking for my fire stick. Yeah, like my only addiction at the moment is tobacco. And when I do get back to Australia, I will quit that substance. And I've still got a bit of my coffee there. I do have my man bag. I bought this in Thailand, and it's a very good bag. It's very dirty, but I can carry all my stuff in here. And I must say, man bags are fantastic. Actually, where did I put my fire stick? Just give me a couple of seconds. Actually, I found my fire stick. Okay, we'll get back to walking now. I've got no idea when I'm going back to Oz. Like, I do have to go back for a cardiologist appointment, but I do have a light penciled in date. But you know, anything can happen, especially when you are travelling. Anything can change. You just got to roll with the punches. And here is another abandoned building, very good. I've got a couple of more abandoned buildings I want to go and film in. But I'll probably see, I wasn't planning to leave Oz until next month, but you know, I thought, hey Jeremy, you need to go and recharge the batteries. And I thank God that I did come out here. I've been here well over a month, and you know, I've had some fantastic times. I've had a couple of negatives, but apart from that, it's been a fantastic journey. I've learnt a lot. Everything I learnt, I already knew. But yes, abandoned buildings are fantastic. You know, you can really enjoy them. Like, I know there's a couple of really big YouTubers that have a niche market of just abandoned buildings, and I've seen some beautiful buildings on YouTube over in England and Scotland. So if like, when I do come to Scotland and England sometime this year, I hope to go and film some old castles. And I know there's an Australian YouTuber who does the odd abandoned building in South Australia. Yeah, but you have to be careful with abandoned buildings, because they can be classed as trespassing if you don't get permission, and also you run the risk of black mould and asbestos as well, and breathing in, and also you've got undesirables around, or those high on drugs. Like, I did film one in Pattaya that was 6 abandoned condos, and I kid you not, they were about 6 months from completion, and obviously the Chinese investor just run out of money, or COVID, who knows. But what the locals did, they actually put locks on the door and they had themselves a home, but it didn't have a glass. I could do a Borat joke there, but I won't. Very nice. But yeah. Yeah, but there's so much potential with abandoned buildings, you know. Just I know Ben was talking about certain angles you can get in temples, but I find you can get some really good angles and footage in those abandoned places. And also somebody that might view it might say, hey, I've got some cash, I could go and buy that building and spruce it up. So when I was in Laos, I did find that they were repurposing a lot of condemned buildings, but it's a bit hit and miss if like the building is completely shambles. But from what I've seen, it's been so far so good. But some are just completely beyond repair and they just need a bulldozer, I guess, because what appears to be abandoned for say 20 years is quite possibly only abandoned for say 5 years, and that's due to the Asian hot weather and the heat, and it does erode cement. And here's something which has been bulldozed, and there's some workers working hard to earn some money. Cocktail, buy one get one free. And these are called gangs, as I've said a couple of times now. And so this place here is setting up for business, and they're making the place look nice and clean. And there's some local designs. And there's a love seat in there as well, quite good. More shrines. Yeah, this is the graffiti I don't like, but you know, what do you do? All right. Now, I'm pretty confident I'm in Seminyak now. I did come down to Seminyak for lunch about a week and a half ago. And here's some more fantastic tattoo art. This looks fantastic, to be honest. Really, really good. And that looks like good quality. And there's some interesting swimwear. More of these shrines. Yeah, like we are in Seminyak. Yeah. Good morning, how are you, my friend? Very good, thank you for asking. And here is a matching couple outfit. Very good, very good. And there's a matching family outfit. Very good. Ooh, this place smells good, and there is something on the boil in there. Ooh, bolognese, yum. No, I don't drink alcohol. I gave up 4 years ago, so it'll be 4 years sometime between now and next week. I did only initially give up for 1 month, and then that 1 month become 2, 3, 4, 5, and I won't bore you with the rest, but I have no desire to ever drink again, and that's the way I roll. and I don't care who drinks or who doesn't drink. That's up to the person. But I'm on a 1.5 litre diet per day, so if I was to drink, I'd probably consume that in the first couple of beers or whatever the poison was. So I'll quickly duck over and show you some nice artwork here. Yeah, this is some good local artwork here, actually. You know, it's like this here reminds me of the artwork I saw in Cambodia. Cambodia had some really, really good street art, and it was similar to this style. Yes, you know, when you do quit, your eyes do become a bit more open, and you do notice things. You know, especially when you go visit your friends or catch up with them, and then you see them acting the fool, and then you do some reflection and go, was I like that? But everybody quits for their own reason, either health, personal, relationship reasons, or you've just woken up to the fact that alcohol may not have been good for you. But I'm not here to bash anybody to say you must quit and like that. Like, there's plenty of videos out there in YouTube saying why you should quit alcohol, why you should quit drugs and so forth. But sometimes you have to go through a life experience to wake up. Like, I'm highly motivated, I'm very strong-minded, I can focus, but sometimes I get it wrong. But here's some nice swimwear. Yeah, so I reckon we'll head down this street, and hopefully the internet is good and I haven't jinxed myself. But I honestly hope you feel better after you quit alcohol, and yeah, it's good. You know, I've actually encouraged a couple of my friends to drink less. You know, I did draw some inspiration from one of my friends I grew up with. Him and I would go fishing, and we would absolutely get off our chops and drink. And he met a fantastic woman, I think 14 years ago. And you know, he fell in love, and you know, and she said to him, I don't think alcohol is good for you. And yeah, so she was a great inspiration. And yeah, I think he's coming up to 14 years now, or 15 years. But yeah, like, we went to school together, as I said, and we fished, and we used to drink like fishes. And you know, when I found out he quit alcohol, I was just I got emotional, and I go, bloody hell, well done, buddy. Yeah, you know, and he gives praises to his wife for the strength. And he said to me that it's the best decision he's done in life, and he's become the best version of himself. So sometimes you need a strong woman in your life to turn your life around. And for my friend, you know, he's been in that relationship still. And obviously, like most relationships, they have their ups and downs, and they work through their problems. But yeah, like, they bought their first home together, I think 3 years ago. And I was really, really happy for him. So the power of a strong woman or a strong man in your life, if that's the way you roll. We don't discriminate on the channel. All right. Yeah, we'll get to the beach. I'm heading to the beach. I'm not exactly sure how far it is. I did do a beach stream, my first live stream back after 49 days or 48 days of silence, because silence is golden sometimes. But we will make it to the Seminyak beach. I'll get to that other comment. Yes, you do save a fortune on alcohol, whether you're in the West or Asia or wherever. You know, you don't have to buy drinks for yourself or for anyone else. And here is a ambulance if you need some ambulance assistance. All right, we won't show these girls here. We'll just move on, and we won't show the children as well. But yeah, like we are heading in the direction to the beach. I think it's probably a K from here or less. I'm pretty certain I did come down this stretch of road nearly 2 weeks ago, I think. But some roads look very similar. And I must say, navigation on Google Maps in the inner city is very frustrating. But once you get onto the open road, it's a lot better. Like they have these terms like turn slight left at the fork, turn slight left here, and then it says turn right and slight right. And I did get a bit confused going from Legian to Ubud, and but once I got onto the freeway, everything was okay. All right. Yes, look good, smell good, be the best version of yourself, and that is the way I roll. I don't think I had any underarm on this morning, but yes, but I will obtain some underarm today. But certainly, if you look good, I do look good, but I do have some salt and pepper on my face. I haven't had a shave for a couple of days. Honestly, I prefer to shave every day, but I thought, why not? We'll grow it out a bit. You know, I'm not a really hairy person, but yeah, you know, it's, you know, I did grow a beard, I think like 10, 12 years ago, but it gets a bit itchy after a while, so I do like to keep clean shaven, because I think I look a bit better personally clean shaven. Like you can check out like that last live stream I did. But enough looking at that handsome fellow on the screen, because if you don't love yourself, no one else will love you. All right, enough of that. G'day guys, how are you today? Oh, tattoo shop, very good. Oh, no, I don't take any drugs, mate, sorry. Thank you. Yeah, I certainly try to keep children out and also girls. I know when I had GoPro in Thailand, I used to go down certain streets. I think 99% of the time I didn't engage with them, but there are, like my highest few videos seem to be when I was going past ladyboy bars, and if I got stuck in traffic, they would have a bit of a chat to me, but I would say no thank you. But I have deleted most of the negative stuff off my channel. I do have to go through and check that everything is off there, because I am trying to focus on being positive and share motivation. So, but yeah, like I know I could get more views and more love if I did film girls, but that's not what I'm about. I draw my strength from nature, mountains, the beaches. Inner cities are very negative for me, and as an introverted, extroverted empath, I like to help people, but you can't help everybody in life, and sadly, if they're not ready to receive your help, you can't help them, and you'll hit your head against a brick wall constantly. So you need to let go. And here are some nice young men covered in ink, and very good. I'll get back to the comments. Yes, some people have called me quite handsome, but if you don't... Oh, we are coming up to a beach. Now, hopefully the internet plays ball with me today. But yes, see, I really like these rooftop bars and restaurants. It just adds a bit more flavour to it. And most places are very reasonably priced. I did a lot of videos in Sanur because I didn't do that live stream, but I am kicking myself I didn't do a live stream, but yeah. Actually, I did scout this location the other day. Now, I do want to get in here, but not now, because I want to go in here with long pants on. Today, I'm just in my shorts. And yeah, so if there was snakes, they might bite me. They can certainly pierce through your shoes and socks anyway. But actually, I'm starting to sweat a bit now. But we'll get down to the beach, and I might have myself a coconut or a refreshing drink. Actually, I still have a bit of coffee with me, but I think I might put that in the bin because we have been walking for 58 minutes. So I might get the squirts if I drink that. So, and also I do have to keep an eye on my daily intake. So here could be an entry point in here. I dare say there would be cobras floating around, but this could be an entry point. I could find an entry point on the other side as well. No, I'm wearing Vans. These are the OG Vans, actually. Yeah, no, I've got the OG Vans on. I've bought the new edition Vans, and I've also got a green pair of Vans as well. Actually, this could be a better entry point in. I won't do it on this live stream, because like I do find internet pops out between the thick walls. I've noticed that in a couple of hotels I've stayed in, that you get terrible like Wi-Fi, but as soon as you put the phone up against the door, it's super fast. So obviously the buildings were built back in the 60s or 70s, whenever, compared to the new Chinese construction where it's just basically paper mache, and then you can hear your neighbour farting or fighting with their partner. So, oh, there's some good graffiti up there. Actually, yes, I will pencil this in before I head back. But we're getting up to the beach, so I know people like beaches. I love a beach. Yes. Actually, I don't own a pair of Crocs, but actually, funny you do say that. I bought myself a pair of what we call thongs or jandals, like the thongs which go between your toe. And I haven't worn a pair of thongs, I think, since I was 8 or so, because they aggravate the inner part of the toe, and I usually wear flip-flops that are somewhat like sandal with the bit that goes over the toe, but not the wraparound sandals. And I really like how they have these hanging vines. No, I won't do any Tarzan, me Tarzan, you are Jane. But now we are coming up to the beach. It looks like there's some fantastic surf there. Let's pray that the internet gods are looking after me. All right. Oh, surf is up. Yeah, Aussies love Bali because it's so close. For Adelaide, it's about 5 hours 45 direct flight, or a 5-hour direct flight. I know for Perthians, it's like a 3-hour trip. I'm not too sure about Victorians and the rest of the mob, but I think Perth and Darwin would be the fastest route, but it's close. A lot of Aussies go to Phuket after the tsunami. Wow, look at the waves. I might just quickly zoom in on that. Yeah, thongs I find very uncomfortable. Sorry for zooming in. I just wanted to show the waves. I'll zoom back out, but that's some nice waves. Okay, I'll zoom back out. My fingers are absolutely sweaty. There we go. Hopefully that's back in the proper position. Yeah, so along here, I know in Kuta and Legian, it's free to sit down as long as you buy a drink or some food. I know in Thailand they charge anywhere from 40 baht to 150, depending on where you are. I think the cheapest one was in Koh Lan or Khoi Lan or Koh Lan, however you want to pronounce it. But I think that was only 30 baht to sit down, but these are free. And like coconut, I think was somewhere between $2.50 and $3.50, so quite cheap. But back to prices, I found the street food up in Sanur the same price as it was in the north of Thailand, like 40 baht rough. Yeah, the internet gods weren't playing ball there. Honestly, I don't know if it still shows anything when it comes out of reconnecting on my line, because I actually haven't looked at any of my last 2 live streams. I've just left them. But I do apologise, I'm not in charge of the internet. I think when I did stream in Ubud, internet only dropped out once, but yeah, like I do have like the SIM card I've got, the phone setting in 4G as well, which can drop down to 2 and 3G. Like I got that tip from Ben. Now I'll get back to the comments. I think I may have missed. Yeah, thongs are very uncomfortable, as I've rabbited on about. Beautiful beach. Do they use used? Oh, you mean like second-hand stuff? I have seen some second-hand places around. I do like the odd second-hand clothing, but not underwear, of course. But like, you know, like repurposed shirts. You know, you can come across a couple of. I know in Adelaide you got really good op shops, as they call them, or Salvation Army, and that helps a lot of people as well. And you do have a lot of rich people that do buy clothes for a season or wear it once or twice, and then they donate that to a charity, and that's their contribution to the gift. But really good waves here. I used to do a bit of surfing in my youth at Triggers Point in South Australia, up Noarlunga way, but I'm no surfer. I have boogie board here in Bali many years ago. I should do a surfing lesson out here and possibly film that. I think that would be good content, and I guarantee it would be laughter as well. But I have made a couple of videos walking along the beach just to show how they rake up like the rubbish, and then the the big scooper trucks come and work in a group of 3. But fantastic waves. I'm absolutely sweating. Oh, yeah, you can certainly use the Aussie dollar. A lot of places will take your cash off you. I know when I was in Laos, I went to Lumpur Bang, and I was hungry. I only had Thai money on me and some Chinese money, and they would not take the money. So I walked into the bus terminal, and a lady in the shop helped me out. I said, "Oh, do you take Thai money?" And she smiled and said, "Yes." And I exchanged 1,000 baht, and she said, "Do you want to exchange any more?" And you know what? She gave me a fantastic exchange rate. She didn't rip me off. I actually felt quite bad for the exchange rate she gave me, so I give her a little tip. And I did buy her daughter I think a drink or something, just to show how much I appreciated their help, because I was hungry. I hadn't eaten, I think, for like 12 hours because I was traveling. I was going through a few personal issues, so I thought I would pay it forward. And there's some dogs on the beach. Yes, they do take the American dollar as well. But most places out here will take any form of currency. Bali is very friendly, but they can be a bit aggressive when trying to sell you stuff. Not so when you've got a camera in your hand, like they'll be polite as polite. But if you're walking around by yourself, they will try to get you to sell anything and start with the highest price. But they do certainly take any form of real currency. I do believe they probably would decline you if you tried monopoly money. And here are some surf lessons going on here. Very good. Yes, so they'll learn to surf here, which is good. I will put the camera away because they are in bikinis. I know some people like that, but I do feel a bit uncomfortable. But I was just trying to show the lesson there. So you can certainly come here and sit on a deck chair. What I'll do is I'll get a bit further down and I'll grab myself a coconut, I think. But this surf is absolutely fantastic. As I've said, I've walked on this beach early in the morning or late at night, and I did buy some fireworks for Chinese New Year, and I still have a lot left off to set off as well. I love my fireworks. I used to set off a lot in Thailand, and I've set off a lot here, and I will do some more fireworks. And they do have lifeguards here as well, so certainly swim between the red flags, and you'll see warnings where it says no, like where it says swimming prohibited as well. So I'll get back to the comments. Honestly, I wouldn't know. I did try to gain entry into Sky Garden to make a film at midnight. G'day, mate. Like they do this fantastic show. Like last time I was here, I was a drinker, and the girl I was with at the time, we both drank. So we went to Sky Garden, had a meal. I think it was like $5 or $10 Australian for all you can eat and all you can drink for 3 hours. And at midnight there was this spectacular show. So I thought, okay, Jeremy, we'll go into this bar and film this show. But they refused me entry because of my nitro spray, which is for my heart. So if I have a angina attack, it's important and I must carry it with me. And they said to me, if you want to come in, you need to leave this here. And I said, well, I need this for my heart. I even showed them my actual documentation saying what it was for. But they didn't want to play ball. I understand because people do get drugged. So I didn't argue. I just moved on. A couple of my friends said, hey Jeremy, you really should have asked for a manager and explain your circumstance and just say you wanted to make a video. But I just thought I'd button my lip. So here's some surf lessons going on. So he's just explaining what to do. So we'll just hang back here. But yeah, I honestly can't answer that question. Yeah. But I'm sure if you jumped on actual Google, you might find your answer there. But that's not my caper. I don't need to buy girls. But yeah. But it is funny you do ask that question, because I finished a live stream, my last live stream, and I sat down for a few moments to have a ciggy and collect my thoughts. And a 60-year-old man come up to me and he asked me pretty much the same question, but in a different format. And I said to him, I don't know, but I did say to him, just head towards the nightclubs and you might find what you were looking for. But that is just an assumption. I don't know, because last time I come to Bali I was in a relationship. So yeah. So here's some more people learning to surf. Very good, very good. G'day, buddy. So I might sit down in a moment because I'm covered in sweat. I do need the Tom Barfine's sweat rag. Absolutely covered in sweat. Whew. But yeah. So we'll give this place a plug. So yeah, you can come and do some surf lessons here. Yeah, and here's some coconut side of the game. But surf is absolutely up. Now these teas are really nice, but very sweet if you're watching your sugar intake. When I was a drinker, I really loved San Miguel Light, low on the carbs. Actually, I've tried this Fanta soda water, really good. I'm trying to stay away from the Coke. I think I've only had 2 or 3 Cokes since I've been here, and the young coconuts are really good. I know last time when I was out here and I was a drinker, I got stuck into the Bintangs and the Smirnoff Ice as well. I didn't really think too much of the Bintang Radler, which is like a lemon alcoholic drink. Like, I know there was a company in South Australia called Two Dogs, and they brought out lemon beer, and yeah, I've had enough of that in my time. But yeah, like some places you'll walk past and they'll say bloody ice cold beer, which works out to be about $2.50. I should do a couple of shorts of alcohol prices, but they do say in family marts and mini marts and Circle K's no photography. So when you do come to a foreign country, it pays to Google the do's and don'ts, because you can offend people quite easily. And back to that fabulous surf, that is amazing. Yeah, Coca-Cola can be addiction. I did work for Coca-Cola for quite some time. I used to make like the actual bottles for Coca-Cola, like the plastic ones, and then I went to go work at Coca-Cola. Yeah, like the syrup, very bad on your teeth and very addictive. But we all have our addictions, as we talked about earlier, about giving up alcohol, herbs and stuff. Sometimes we do need a vice in our life, but yeah, you can get through things in life without any substances, but that's up to the individual anyway. I'm not here to tell you what to do or anyone what to do. It's best that we learn from our own pain and suffering and be our best versions of ourselves, I guess. But I do have friends that are addicted to soft drink. I've got one friend that drinks 3 litres a day. I'll get back to the other comments I missed. Do apologise for that. Yes. I've got friends in Adelaide and they come out to Bali 3 times a year. They got married out here and they come out here every year. And the only time they didn't come out here was during COVID, of course, because it was very hard to get out of Australia during COVID unless you were seeing family or doing some business arrangements. So, yes. But honestly, I think Bali is a great place to come and chill and find yourself and just chill out. And there's some dance music going on. Very good. Not my cup of tea. I'm more to the jungle drum and bass and the reggae vibes. Yes, sadly I'm missing some really good events in Adelaide at the moment because we're coming up to Mad March, and like they have the Fringe and Wom Adelaide, and one of my favourite DJs, Ronnie Size and Mumpy Swift, are currently, I think they played, no, A-Sides played last night in Adelaide, and Mumpy Swift and Ronnie Size, the legend, are playing, I think, in a couple of days' time, or tonight, I think, or tomorrow night. But Ronnie Size, he's one of my favourite, but my absolute favourite drum and bass DJ would have to be Ray Keefe. It used to be Andy C, but I'm more into Ray Keefe. I love his positivity message that he shares. And when I was going through a hard time last year, I listened to his music and it helped me a lot. But that beach, absolutely fantastic. There's Ron Surf Bali. Ron Surf Bali. I wonder if that's Be More Ron spreading his business wings. And I hope Ron is going well. I think DWP was saying to me that he's killing it, and so he should. Absolute legend. Even though he drinks a bit, but that's up to Ron. I'll never bag the bloke. You know, I quite like the bloke. You know, he doesn't let anything affect him, and I've learnt a bit from him, and I wish him all the best. But we'll grab some prices while we're here. Sorry if the vision isn't too good because I can't see well with the glare, but prices are quite reasonable here, to be honest. A lot of this stuff is not made here on site. It comes across from the restaurant. So these are the restaurant prices. And mocktails are really good because they have no alcohol. You got the virgin mango mojito. Ooh, that sounds good. Mango mojito. I know when I was a drinker out here, I absolutely smashed the alcohol content of the mojitos. And yeah, enough of that. The more you weigh, the more you weigh, the harder you are to kidnap. Don't worry, be happy. That is an interesting comment, that one there. Yeah, so you got drink menu: Bintang regular, Bintang lemon, Bintang crystal, Smirnoff ice, Coca-Cola, Fanta, Sprite, fresh coconut, and mineral water, aqua. Yeah, you'll find a lot of the locals tend to have 4 names, like Geed, Katut. Geed is the firstborn child, and that can be a female or male, and Kantut is the 4th child, and for the life of me I can't remember the 2 in between. but they do quite often have nicknames as well. But Kutut is a very common name here. It is the fourth child. Now here is a love seat here. If you have a loved one, you could have a happy snap here, or you could just do a selfie of yourself if you are a single person. Tiger Ichibamba. That is a very interesting name. Actually, the names are very strange at times, and this is good to see. This reminds me of Chiang Rai. Like, they do clean up after themselves, and it is good. And here is some gelato. Actually, I used to consume 3 ice creams a day, but since I've been here, I reckon I've only had 3 ice creams. Yeah, because I'm trying to watch my diet, because I do love food, and I do have to keep my constant weight for the sake of my heart if I want to live long. So hopefully we will have the power to give up nicotine. I know if I set my mind to it, I shall succeed. And you can have a shower here, but you will have to part with some money. I'm sure it won't break the bank. We should stop and have ourselves a coconut, but or I could just buy a soft drink and continue with the walk, because I'm feeling quite good. I don't feel any heart strain, but if I do have to stop, it's just that I'm just recharging myself. Like, I've got no issue pushing myself, but sometimes I push myself a bit too hard and then I suffer. So we'll check out the prices here. If we can grab that comment in a minute. So very, very cheap prices here. Very good. Now we'll get to the comment. G'day, mate. How are you?
Good
G'day.
morning, mate.
Yeah.
What's up? All good. Welcome to Darling Beach Bar.
Very good. Like, they love to put on the Australian accent, and I think like because the Aussies are the main tourists here, even though English come here, also you get Koreans, Chinese, and so forth. So we'll give this place a plug. I think he said Darling Beach Bar, and I like the name of that, Darling Beach Bar. So he's got himself a good plug.
Welcome to Darling.
Darling, very good. I love your banter. And it is important to have banter, because I love to laugh, and if you can't laugh at your own self, there's something wrong. So I do like to have a laugh, because it does help me. And there is a little dog. We'll get to the comment in a moment. I just thought I would continue promoting that man. You know, I've got no problem chatting. Whether there's substance behind it, that's up to the eye of the beholder. Okay, where were we up to? Okay, Australia is just as beautiful. I wonder why Aussies go to Bali. Yeah, we'll see. We all need a break from time to time. So even though Australia is beautiful, like myself, I decided to leave Australia a couple of years ago. And then when I got to Laos, I realised Australia is not so bad. And I went back home for 4 months. And once I got home, you know, it was good to stay home, because I honestly thought I'd never go back to Australia. I was only going to go back to Australia for when my friend's daughter got into the women's the AFL. Yeah, because he come from a very good football stock, and his daughter's already showing great promise. So I said, I'll come back for that, buddy. But I did come back a bit earlier. But you just have to accept these things in life and roll on. But I'll get to the next comment. I do have to wipe my eyes because sweat is absolutely dripping. I probably really should sit down, but we'll keep rolling. I will get to this comment. I'll just duck into the shade for a moment and grab these comments, because comments are key. Ronnie Size is great. Yeah, I love Ronnie Size. He really come up with some good music over the years. Ron's having a blast. You walk a lot, that helps with keeping the weight. Yes, yeah, because I can't do any weights and so forth, because I've got osteoarthritis and scoliosis in my neck. I really can't do any weights. So I find swimming, like when I had an apartment in Pradamat, I used to swim pretty much every day, and I found that helped. And I worked out I could do some light exercise using the actual water, so I could do a few, I don't know what you call it, I'm not a gym junkie, but you do those type of push-ups on the side of the water. Yeah, there's those trucks I was talking about. So stuff gets raked up, and then they work in teams and they scoop it up, and then they put it in one area, and then that goes into a dump truck. But then the waves bring in more. So I can honestly say, guys, the first visit I come to Bali, it was dirty as anything. But since I've been here, there's still rubbish around, but it's a lot cleaner than how it used to be, and it smells a lot better, and hardly any durian around it, as I've said a couple of times now. And here's some young men keeping fit. I used to play some volley youth, you know, when I used to go to church. Now, I did do a 4K video around here, I think 4 weeks ago, I think. So I will release hopefully some videos later today or tonight. I just have to get into the studio and link a few things here and there. It's just, I'm just really enjoying my time here and rolling with the punches. And here's some more prices. So for a Corona, that's $8 Australian. So yeah, you know, that's okay, I guess. And you got a bintang for 50. That would be the large. So that's $5 Aussie dollar and $3 for the stubby size. And a San Miguel Light, that's $3.50. So Heineken is $4. And you know what? That is cheap when you've got a view like that. You know what I mean? That is dirt cheap, and you've got a nice view with beaches, men and ladies, whichever way you roll. That's up to you. And this here looks very romantic. Yes, very romantic with those lights up there. I reckon in night time, this here would be a place to bring your loved one. Or you could come here alone. G'day, so you're all right, buddy? Yes, so you could come here on your lonesome. You know, I've gone to many places on my own. And quite often when I go out, you see other people alone. And if you can't love yourself, no one else will love you the correct way. And these places look really, really nice. G'day, buddy.
Hi.
How are you going?
Morning.
Good morning. G'day. Woo! Really, really friendly bunch. And it is good. It does remind me of Chiang Rai, as I keep saying. So the waves are absolutely fantastic. I'm drawing some good positive energy from today's walk. You know, this is really, really nice. We'll check out their menu. Yeah, very, very reasonable. Some things are a bit up there, but realistically, for this view, you know, why not? Yes. All right, we'll duck under the shade here. Yeah, like with the back to that question, you walk a lot, that keeps the weight down. Yeah, it does. Once you hit 40, you do put a lot of weight on around your stomach. in my youth and young adult, I used to do a lot of cycling. You know, like my father was a champion cyclist in New Zealand. I myself am no cycling champion, but I used to treadle and do a lot of long rides. But I did do a lot of sprinting and running at school. I kept fit. That probably made my arthritis a lot worse than what it is now. But I do find the heat does actually help. So here's some, that's okay, sorry, yeah. So here's some warnings here. So do not throw waste into the beach and keep clean. That's a good message. Selling and turning prohibited fireworks. So don't set your fireworks off here or you'll get in trouble. Children need supervision from parents. That is a good message. Do not ride bikes along the jogging track. Well, that does happen and scooters do come across, so it does pay to keep your eyes open and have eyes in the back of your head. That's why you see people with sunglasses the other way around. Yeah, there's like heaps of push bikes around, you know, like when I was in Sanur, I noticed a lot of the elderly were on push bikes, and that's a good way to keep fit as well, and it's less impact on your body. I know, as I was saying about swimming, that's less impact on my body with my arthritis, and just having a light swim or a little kick. And you do see senior citizens and disabled people doing aerobics, if that's how it's pronounced. There's the beach. I just want to quickly show you this nice place. I do remember the first time I come to Bali, I did go here, and this is a nice beach resort spa. Very, very nice, and they've got a top level as well where you could have a meal and drink or a vape or whatever. But don't do drugs here. Don't do drugs. So you'll see heaps of places offering surf lessons and board rentals, and this is called the Ned Kelly Bar, and he's got a famous quote, "Such is life, such is life." Beautiful waves. And then here's a handsome fella there. He looks quite buff. I wouldn't want to mess with him. But yeah. Oh, the sweat's absolutely dripping into my eyeballs. I might just sit down where I can find a spot. I could just have a quick coconut for a couple of minutes, I reckon. Yeah, we'll go to Wayan's Bar, coldest drinks. Reminder, buy more beer, front of Legian Beach. Well, I won't be buying any beer because I don't drink, but I will have a coconut, I think. And so, g'day mate. Can I have a coconut?
Coconut?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. And
Be my friend.
yeah. Huh? 50,000?
No.
Huh?
50,000.
How much, sorry?
50,000.
What's that? 30,000?
One coconut.
What? 30,000?
Yes, one coconut.
Yeah, 30,000? Yes. Okay, cool.
50,000. Hey, bro. Berapa bahasa Inggris 30? 30
Yes, 60,000.
Yeah, 30,000.
Oh, yeah, cool, brother. Thank you, and
Yen.
yeah, thank you, brother. Yeah, for a minute I thought he said 60,000, and I thought, what? Like that's still cheap, really, like $6 Aussie, but yeah, like English is not the main language here, but I will say this: a lot of English is spoken here, but I do have to slow down when I talk, and then I start sounding like an Oriental, and that offends some people. So this one here is a 50,000 rupee, and this is $5 Australian. $5 Australian, give or take a few cents, but that's yeah, so this is a 2,000, and that's worth 10 cents Australian, I think. But I've got a stack of 50s there, so yeah. Actually, some days I spend a lot of money if I'm buying, say, shoes and stuff, but some days I hardly spend anything. Like while I was in Sanur, I hardly spent anything, and I was actually quite shocked. I think most of my spend so far has been on clothing. Actually, I did go to a seafood restaurant where I spent 140 Australian, but that was absolutely fantastic. And if I had have had that in Australia, I reckon I would have probably spent $400-500, but it was only 140 Australian. Had 2 lobsters, squid, mussels, fish, and a whole bunch of other stuff, and coconut. They did include a free beer, but I said I don't drink beer, so they swapped that for 2 juices. So that was kind of them. But and soup as well was included. I did do a video on that, which I should release, but I have to edit that one a bit. Yeah, because the GoPro, I think I said at the beginning of the stream, they've messed about with the GoPro update, because you could basically film continuously non-stop for like an hour and 55 minutes, but who wants to listen to a video for that long? But I did make a couple of videos going to and from the immigration, and it did keep it at the 32 and the 36 minute mark. And then when I updated the GoPro Quick app, it split all my videos down to 17 minutes and 5 seconds. I know on the GoPro 10 I had, it would roll over on the 8 minute 55 minute mark. So I was not impressed about that, but in life you have to accept these things in life. So we will chill here for probably 10 minutes. Yeah, so we've been going for about 2 hours, I think. Oh, cheers, mate. Have you got a ashtray as well? Thank you.
No cool. No cool. No cool.
Oh, okay, yep, good.
Okay,
Yep,
no worries.
yep, good. Yeah. Yeah, he was saying it's not cold, but to me it's quite cold. I don't really like cold stuff. I prefer stuff warm. I thought he said not cool, as in cool. But I might quickly take my shirt off because I am covered in sweat. Oh my gosh, this shirt is absolutely stuck to me. Oh my gosh. Oh. Absolutely drenched. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but yeah.
Okay, my friend.
Oh yeah, cheers mate.
Oh,
Here you go, here's a small tip, mate. Thank you.
so much.
No worries, brother. Thank you.
My friend go to water.
Okay, good.
I'm open Sandra.
Oh, okay, no worries. Thanks, boss. Yeah, I wasn't 100% what he was saying, but yeah, I just nod my head. Yeah, as I was saying, I slow down a bit my speaking because I do talk very fast, and I know, yeah, I over-explain things when I'm ordering stuff, so I've learnt to simplify things. Hopefully the volume's okay because I have taken off my shirt and the lapel mic is not there. Actually, I could put my sunglasses on and drop the microphone down there. That's using your brain a bit, Jeremiah. Yeah, so I have it all dangled up there, so hopefully like the microphone's going well. There we are, so yeah. Not the Barry Boss style with the phone attached to the head, but Jeremiah has the microphone attached to his sunglasses. I'm sure that will supply some laughter for somebody. And what I'll do is I'll have a suck of the coconut there. I guess I could show some receipts of my coconut. There you go, coconut. And I'm going to have a couple of sips of this because I deserve it after that walk. Absolutely beautiful. I love the coconut, especially when it's in its shell form, and there is some nice flesh there that you can scoop out with the spoon that they have provided. And there's the spoon. Very good. Yeah, comments seem to have dried up, so we've got the lurkers. So we'll just chill here for no more than 10 minutes and then we'll get back to walk, and then we'll wrap it up before the 3 hour mark, I reckon. Or I'll see how I go, because I don't think I'm too far from the hotel in Legian. I might go and stay in Seminyak. I'm not exactly sure. It all depends on a couple of things as well. But the weather really good. Like it is rainy season. We have had rain. I have got caught in the rain a couple of times, but that's life. You don't always get what you want. And when you get lemons, make lemonade. Yeah, I really enjoy coming to the beach and also the mountains. I do want to get out to this Tanalot or Talot temple, however you say it, because last time I come out here, like we went there and we could only view it from the top of the cliff because the water was over the footsteps. So I'll do some investigation when the best time to go. And there's a girl doing a fast sprint and she's got some power there. Yeah, as I was saying, I used to do some sprinting, and then I went to the long distance running. But I'm no David Goggins. David Goggins is a machine. He is a beast, and I've learnt a lot of life lessons from him, which I already knew. But it was good to listen to Dave Goggins and Mr. Peterson as well. Yeah, I tend to draw some life experiences from people who have gone through life experiences themselves, because a lot of these motivation speakers on the internet are just textbook or educated from a textbook, and you really don't learn stuff unless you've gone through pain and suffering. But we are all just clay at the end of the day, ready to be moulded. Yeah, I had a really good conversation with a gentleman in Sunurg the other day, and I must say I spoke less and I just listened to what he had to say, and I drew a lot of strength from what he had to say to me. And yeah, gave me some really good encouragement, and it was good to come across somebody, and I couldn't believe I hardly spoke a word. I just listened to what he had to say, and hopefully I'll chat with him in the future. We did exchange information, so I do hope we do keep in contact. And yeah, and he did say to me, we can learn from each other. And I will say this: I looked at him and I thought he was Pete Townsend from The Who. And he said to me, Jeremy, you're not the only one who has said that to me. I didn't want to offend him, you know, but he did have a laugh about that. But I hope everybody is enjoying this spectacular view. I think we're somewhere between Legian and Kuta, but I think it's safe to say we're back in Legian. I gave the bloke a 50-cent tip. Like, you'll go to restaurants and they'll include the service tip and then the government tax, so it's best not to tip them. But if you go to, say, places where there are no service taxes or GST, it's up to you if you give them a little tip, because if they've given you fantastic service and they've smiled and everything, it is like, you don't have to tip. But if the food is fantastic and the prices are cheap, why not give them $1 tip or something? You know, like, you don't have to, but yeah, if I've received good service, I will give a little tip. But if I do see the service tax and a GST tax, I tend not to tip, because the service tax is a tip itself. So we'll give another 5 minutes of just sitting here, and then I'll get back to walk and talk. And I have recharged the batteries just sitting here, because my shirt is absolutely covered in sweat. I really should have hung it over the shirt, over the chair next to me. But yeah, I've got myself some new ink, completely tattooed the back. I just have to get a little touch up on the angel, one of the 9 angels' faces, like the main angel. I've got my stomach completely tattooed now. And that's it. Oh, I do have to have a few other little tattoos here and there, but I won't be having any hand or neck or face tattoos. Yeah, so I can certainly wear a long sleeve and long pants and no one even knows that I have any ink. But I honestly hope everyone is going well and enjoying this beautiful view that I am enjoying. I've still got a lot of videos I did do in Adelaide that I haven't released, and also a lot of videos from Thailand, Laos and Cambodia, but I just have to go through them and see if I was talking about anything I shouldn't have been. So, because I want to try and spread a positive message and not dwell on any negativity, because it's not doing anything good for my channel, and also not doing anything good for my future and for my own sake as well, because I don't want people to look back and say negative things about me. But you have to accept everybody is not going to like you, and to be honest, I don't care who likes me or who doesn't like me. I am me, I won't change for anybody unless I've got behaviours which do have to be changed, and then I will work on them. I've cut a lot of people out of my life. You know, as I've explained in a previous one. I did do a vlog about that, but I won't release that. But I did do a video that I most likely will release, just talking about why you shouldn't lie, and why you shouldn't cause drama, and that will be you know, it's just an eye-opener just to encourage certain people out there in the world, not directed at anybody in particular, but just some life lessons. Because we all go through life experiences, good and bad. Nothing's perfect in life except for the higher power. But I do draw a lot of positive energy from the beach and mountains and rice fields. Yeah. Hopefully we'll get to that Tarlot Temple today, or even, because I've got to go to immigration in the next couple of days to pick up my passport. Like, I keep forgetting to talk about the process of immigration, but I might actually just make a video on that. But it is a very lengthy, frustrating process, and to be honest, I think you're probably better paying a visa agent to do all that for you. But I think after what I've learnt from my recent trips there, I could quite easily do it myself. But yeah, like friends of mine said, oh, it's very easy to do, Jeremy, you just take this and that. But it can be quite frustrating. And luckily for me, I did go with one of my brothers that I've known for about 9 years, and he helped me out a lot, you know, because I was starting to get overwhelmed at the process, and I was having a meltdown, and he calmed me down, because it was quite frustrating, you know, having to go back 7 times to fill in the form. But I'll talk about that in a vlog, I guess. I've made a couple of do's and don'ts to do here in Bali if you've been here or not been here, because you can offend people very easy. You know, I've offended people in my other travels, but not knowingly though, that's the thing. But it is good to see people surfing and walking their dogs, couples holding hands, people alone, enjoying their alone time. Because if you are in a relationship, it is important to have your alone time. Because if you are with your other half 24/7, you're going to have problems. So you do need to have your alone time as well, or you'll drive each other insane. Yeah, as I said in a previous stream, I was planning to go to Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, but yeah, I cancelled that trip. I was planning to go out to Cambodia to catch up with South and Ben, but I might do that a bit later in the piece, you know, because I want to catch up with both of them, because they've both been very supportive of me over my journey. I really like Ben. He's a good guy. Like, I've met him, chatted to him for I think an hour or two, and we had a good laugh. And he's a top bloke, you know. Very nice guy, and he's the same height as me, 5'8". You know, and he's even said, you know, I'm a handsome bloke. I'm very trim, as well, and I'll never say anything negative about Ben. He's a top bloke. You know, he goes through his own personal journey, and power to him. Power to him. You know, I'm 48. This year I'll be 49. I certainly don't look my age. Whether I act my age is another thing altogether. Yeah, I'll just show some of my new artwork. Yeah, so there isn't too much fat. There's just a little bit there. So I've got my children here and me in God's hands. Read what you like. There's Jeremiah 29:11 and my angels. Here is got a version of Jeremiah 29:11. There are many versions of Jeremiah 29:11, but this is the one I like. It depends on the quotation. I've got my back here, the Lord give me 9 angels. They're watching the Lord give me. Yeah, I grew up religious. I do believe in God and His Son, and they protected me when I needed them. And so I've let go of all hate, because if I have hate in my heart, they won't look after me. So it is good to let go of negativity in life and move forward. Yeah, I just have to have a bit of a touch up on the angel's face a bit. Should be like half-hour work. I'll get a couple of things done elsewhere, and that's it for me. But never say never. Never say never. But I certainly won't get any hand or finger or neck tattoos or face tattoos. I want to keep my handsome looks, because I can wear a long sleeve shirt and long sleeve pants, and no one knows. However, I like a friend of mine said, when you're naked you actually have pants and sleeves. So I laughed about that. But there is a truck there that has all the rubbish there, and that is good to see that they are cleaning up the beaches here. So we'll finish off the coconut. Okay, I might have a bite of the flesh. Oh, really nice, really nice. I know with some coconuts they really don't have much flesh inside them, but that has a lot of flesh in there. As you can see, I've taken a little scoop out of that, and really refreshing. I won't finish the rest off because I do have to watch my weight and be trim. Normally at this time of the day I have breakfast, but I thought I'd come and do a live stream. I do apologise for not doing one in Sanur, but I did go and film the sunrise, as I've said, and it was worth waking up. And I did do a version on the Samsung phone and one on the GoPro. I'm trying to work out if I'll put some backing music behind the Samsung version and just leave the GoPro as is. I didn't really talk too much. I just enjoyed the view, and if you do watch that on a 4K TV, just put some music behind it of your choice, and enjoy the sunrise. It was hiding behind the cloud, but once it did rise, it was a beautiful red glow, and I took a lot of energy from that sunrise, and I'll hold some memories to that. So what we'll do is I'll put my shirt back on, even though it's covered in sweat, but it does smell good. So I'll just pop the earphone down for a few moments. Microphone, I should say. Whoa, I can feel the dampness of that shirt, but it's quite refreshing because I have been sitting under the umbrella for quite some time. Now I'll just grab my sunglasses, the Ray-Bans. There is a funny story about what happened to like my other glasses, but yeah, I won't bore you with that. But yeah, I've got the same style, like the tortoise shell, I guess. I don't know much. Okay, I might just have another quick bite of this flesh of this coconut because it is fantastic. Alright. Well, enough of that, and what we'll do is I'll just grab my man bag. I've paid the bloke already, and then we'll get back to a walk, and we'll probably go for like another 20 minutes, I think. But they are my famous last words. Okay, thank you for allowing me to sit down and recharge my batteries again, because it is important for my heart. That's why I really want to give up nicotine, because it's not doing me any favours, but I have given up alcohol and the herbs as well. So slowly catch a monkey, as they say. But there you have it. Alright, so we'll give this place a plug. Wayan's Beach Bar, and there's my coconut, and or that was my coconut, and here's the umbrella and seats where I was. Like, they've got some nice plush ones, like I sat on further down, and then did a live stream, like my first live stream back after 49 or 48 days. So no worries. Alright. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I think I probably had the drink at the wrong place, I think. But that's all good. That's all good. Like, we make mistakes in life, but you can certainly laugh about it. Actually, I better check that I've got my wallet on me, actually. Yeah, that's all good. So we'll continue this walk for a bit, and then I'll sign off. But I do appreciate everyone that had popped in and dropped some nice comments. It is good. And here's the Kangaroo Beach Bar, free Wi-Fi, and all the good stuff there. More beer, more sexy. I won't say the next one. Bloody cold beer, mate. yeah, like they really do put on the Aussie accent, and I must say that they do a damn good job. However, the Australian accent has changed a lot now with mass multicultural immigration, and also each state in Australia has their own slang as well and talking. And I find with myself, I tend to mirror a lot of people. So if I'm talking to an Irish person, I'll start talking Irish. If I'm talking to an Asian, I'll start talking Asian accent. And yeah, it's quite hilarious. I know when I used to work with a bunch of Maoris, yeah, I would go home and start talking like a bro. Hey bro, how are you going? Oh yeah, no worries bro. Oh, choice. And plenty of surfboard for rent here as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to say goodbye to the beach, because I know if I keep going this way I'm going to have internet issues. But what I will do is I'll just step down here and I'll show you how many people are down here, and then we'll head back up towards the hotel I'm staying at the moment. So nice surf. Sanur had some lovely surf waves, but I'll try and zoom in and show you how many people are there. So there's a fair few people down there. Majority of them are tourists like myself. You get a lot of Muslim tourists coming in vans, and I get a lot of looks and stares because of all my tattoos and like heaps of smiles. I know when I was in Thailand, I'd go into the temples and the monks would come up to me and ask me about my tattoos, and then they would insist showing me their tattoos. I think I did say in that Ubud stream, a American lady said, "Oh, I love your ink art," and she insisted in showing me her ink, and I thought that was quite nice. All right, we just zoomed out properly there, guys and girls and children if they are watching. Here's some more coconuts, very good. Okay, now I'll just show a little bit more of the beach, but I reckon you're probably sick of the beach now and sick of me. But what we'll do is I was going to go up this main route there, but what we'll do is we'll continue this walk, and then we'll go up one of the gangways and show a little bit more graffiti, and then I'll say my adios. But I do appreciate those that have come in and dropped some comments. I do understand like those that don't say anything, you know, because they don't want any negativity on them. I do have some close friends that do watch me, but they don't say anything. And those vans, you absolutely see heaps of them, and we'll see a whole bunch of vans just ahead here, and that would be all the people I zoomed in on. So they come in their tour groups, and here's a place called the Fork Bakery Grill, very good, and we'll check out their prices while we're here. Very good. Hello, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just show the prices here. like very reasonable prices here, and you are right here on the beach. Yeah, like I honestly think these prices are dirt cheap. Some places can be a bit high, but these are quite reasonable, and that pizza absolutely looks fantastic. Yeah, very good, and very cheap prices actually.
Yeah.
Very cheap. Yeah, so you got coffee. Coffee is very popular. Got your tea, fresh juice smoothies. Ooh, very cheap. But make sure you ask for no sugar unless you want to have rotten teeth and have problems. So thank you, and yeah, this is the fork. Yeah, because I was making a joke about the fork, because when I was using navigation, it said turn left or right at the fork, and I'm thinking, what is a fork? Yeah, because I went down on a bridge and it says fork. But thank you very much for your time. Thank you. Yeah, it's very important to be polite and respectful, and never put the camera into people's faces unless they want to. You know, you really have to respect people's privacies, but not everybody is like me, and I'm very unique person. You know, I try to be respectful. Oh, geez, have a look at this blade. I better be respectful of him, or he might take care of me. Actually, I was on the scooter the other day, and a bloke must have been coming back from farm work, because he had his like the old Russian. I've forgotten the term. The old Russian slashes. I forgot. Yeah. But here's plenty of vans, and they take heaps of tourists around. As I said, mostly Muslims you'll see in here. Very good. So they've come down to for the beach early in the morning. Yeah, like it's very big Hindu, Muslim, and also big in the Buddhism. And there's also a large section of Catholics as well. I did go to the Catholic church here in Kuta, and I went to the English-speaking service, and that was a fantastic service. Very good. And I did go in long sleeve and long pants, but when I got there, I noticed many people in shorts with heavily tattooed. But I was very respectful. Yeah, traffic can be a bit hit and miss here, but this is a very busy strip. But whenever I try to make a film, it's not busy. And then when I'm not filming, I don't have the GoPro attached. It's busy as anything. But I have had a motorcycle license for, I think, 30 odd years. I've done advanced motorcycling. I certainly would not jump on a bike with no license or no life experience on bikes, because yeah, you can come do yourself a mischief. And like the way I ride, I read the traffic ahead, and go with your gut feeling as well. Cover your brake, and be prepared to stop. And here is the skate rink. I've come and made 2 skating videos here. I've done one during the day and one at night time. The best time to come skating here, I think, is after 8 o'clock. I'll just quickly jump up here, and there is a really good skating bowl here, and some more ramps over here. But very good for the youth, and the adults come here and mix it up with the youth. So it is good to see people smiling and happy and sharing their love of skateboarding. And quite often at night time, this whole part here is covered with people taking pictures, photos, and just enjoying the positivity. And that's the message I want to bring to the channel: positivity in life. Oh, roller skates. When I was a young whippersnapper, I used to do roller skating and skateboarding, but that was on a banana board. But I can still skateboard, but I don't do any of the fancy tricks because of my arthritis. But I can still do a few little tricks, but I don't do any of this fancy Tony Hawk stuff. But very good. So we'll leave that there because there are a lot of children there. So all right. So what we'll do is we'll go down this gang and we'll wrap it up in the next 5 or 10 minutes. So all right. So there's plenty of tourist stuff you can do here. You can do ATV. I have done the rafting many moons ago and it was fantastic. You can go on a fast boat to Gili, Lombok, Lembiombang, and I can't pronounce that one. And that Mount Batur, I think, that looks fantastic. I was going to do when I was in Ubud, I was going to go and do a hike for 3 hours, but I decided to do something else instead. So what we'll do is we'll continue down this gang and we'll show a bit of the art. I have done this in 4K, but yeah, so we'll just walk down this gang now. This gang is very busy and very narrow, because obviously when they built this back in the day, that they didn't think that this would be a mass tourism hub. You know, you just have to look at Rome and Paris and so forth and other places which are very old and they're narrow streets. But this is absolutely crazy when you've got one car coming one way and a car coming the other way. So it pays to be on a scooter, walk. So that's why I tend to walk at certain parts of the day, even though I have a scooter. Yeah, I got a brand new PCX while I was out here. Fantastic bike, keyless, which is frustrating, but it is keyless, and you've got to use a locking device. But very good. Now they don't have 7-Elevens here, but they have mini marts, Circle K's, and they do have the Ma and Pa shops that I call them, but they independents, and I try to shop at the independents as much as I can. But if you do go to Ubud, watch out for scams, because scams are plenty, because it is a very big tourist hub. And there's some fantastic tattoo work here. This is Immortal. Yeah, very good. All right, we could jump on here. So there's plenty of these tourist places here. And we'll just show some of the local food here. We won't get anyone in camp. So this is a warong. Very, very cheap prices. And I really love like the warong restaurants. Very good. But just watch out for the MSG. Like MSG is banned in Australia. But I think I've only come across 2 MSG food items here. And there's some rice fields. But yeah, we've got some exciting trips later on in the year. As I said, I've got enough videos to keep going for some time. But I am certainly alive and well. Okay, here's some beautiful street art. And here comes a, yeah, you go, brother. And what I like about this is they've got the higher plant life at the back, and then the plants come down low. So actually the camera's turning around, like the gimbal has a mind of its own. But yeah, I really like that style. I really like that. So it adds protection. But if you've never come to Bali, certainly come out here. It is a great place to recharge the batteries, but just watch yourself. Watch where you walk as well. And be careful when you're wearing flip-flops or jandals or thongs or sandals. Like as you can see, I'm wearing, oh geez, I've got some black, oh, we've lost a gimbal again. There we, oh geez, professional here, aren't we? There we go. Yeah, I've got some grease on my shoe, but that's okay. I'll be able to get that off. At least it's not dog waste or cat waste. But yeah. And here's another tattoo shop. G'day, buddy. How are you? Bloody good, mate. And this one's called Thompson's Ink Tattoo Studio, and they look like they've got some fantastic ink actually. Yeah, very hopefully I'll get the angle in. Actually, we nearly lost the microphone there, so I've got some really good ink there. And there's a nice bike as well. Bali is good, and I do agree with that. And you can get 3 small tattoos for 100 Aussie Australian, which is quite good. And here's some more of their artwork here. Very good. Yeah, we'll try and do some more tattoo shops. But yeah, but very good. Thank you. And here's a shrine as well. So he's preparing to do some offerings and make some blessings. Yeah. Sweat is absolutely dripping into my eyeballs. Lucky I didn't put sunscreen on, or I'd be in a world of pain. G'day, mate. How are you? Yeah, as I was saying, you get either called boss or brother. So I've, and here's some more food. Actually, prices here are very reasonable, I think. Very good. And that music, you hear this music all over the place. It can be a bit frustrating, but you just got to roll with the punches, as they say. And also, when you do your laundry, if you're a bit funny about like having your clothes smell bad, make sure you don't get your laundry done where they hung out to dry, because we are in rainy season. I've gone to 2 laundry mats in Kuta Legian, and I go to one where the owner called Rudy. I'll go and make a video with him. But this is a very good scooter place here. If you need to rent a scooter or a car, come here to Eddie's Bali Tour and Travel, and they will look after you. And if you've got a problem, they will help you out. So I'll give these guys a plug. They've been nothing but nice to me. So I'll give them a plug. Eddie's Bali, and I'll try and make a short little video here as well at some point. There's the money exchange. Now we're coming up to an abandoned place I filmed at, and I did film at another abandoned place. This one's a bit basic, but the best one is further down. But we won't show that today, because I'm going to wrap this up very shortly. But they are my famous last words. But what I'll do is I'll quickly show in here. Now you can enter from the other entrance. Hopefully this isn't locked. Okay, that's locked now, so we won't gain entry. But you can gain entry from the front there, and this is called the Harmony Legian. But yeah, last time I was here, that was open. But you can. Ooh, I've got a car behind me, so you do have to have eyes in the back of your head. Sometimes you'll get a toot, and sometimes you won't. Just be patient, and don't honk more than once, because that is a sign of disrespect. And that's good I didn't get splashed. So we're going to wrap this up in a minute, but what I'll do is I'll wrap this up at this nice restaurant up here, and it's owned by an Aussie guy and a couple of other Aussie investors, and they've been rather helpful every time I've come and ate here, because communication can be a bit of a problem. So I speak a lot slower and speak simply and not over explain stuff. So this is the Pad on Bean. Very, very good place. I've had fantastic food here, so we'll give them a plug. The Pad on Bean. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this up now. Comments have dried up, probably because other people are live. I don't know, I don't look, but I do my own thing. I don't care what anybody else does. I'm doing my thing, and that's the way I'm going to roll, like a sausage roll. So I'll wrap this up. Thank you everyone that's tuned in. I'm going to wrap it up. Be good to one another. Show respect to one another. Let go of any hate you have, because if you have hate in your heart, it's going to affect you in the long run. And just try and be the best version of yourself. And I'm sending my love out to every single one of you. Uru for now.